Hello and welcome to another Arkis video and to what is in fact my first ever GT World Series race. We are in something nice and slow, the old Citroën DS, and this is the first slot of the day, and I have made a mess of my qualifying, so I'm starting in P12. By the time I did this race, I think my practice session qualifying time was 1 minute 0.7, but I just couldn't hook up a proper lap during the qualifying session before the race. So let's just see what we can do from P12. As we come into this sharp corner, I almost go into the back of P11, someone goes into the back of me, and I am getting squeezed off, not by the Finnish driver, but the Finnish driver is getting squeezed by the Italian driver. And as we go through here, once again I'm getting squeezed, and the Finnish driver is getting pinned in between the Italian up there in P10 and me. As you can see, the incident again. Just unlucky, he's getting squeezed from the right, and I'm trying to stay on the track from the left. He just gets pinned in. So that was very unlucky for the Finnish driver. As we move ahead, I think we've got someone coming on the inside. Nice move, fair move. To be fair, got the German driver running a bit wide, losing some momentum up the hill, and I've got another Italian driver on my inside, so it's all getting a bit congested up here, and we are approaching the hairpin corner. Let's see how it goes this time. Just try to take it nice and easy. Maybe I can sneak underneath some of these guys. And in fact, I managed to gain a single position through that corner. And we are approaching the next right-hander. I've got the German driver in front of me. And I am sneaking on the inside here. He makes room for me. He runs a bit wide. Might get a bit dirty tires from that, and I didn't get the best run through that corner as well. So I've got the French driver, he is gaining on me, he's on my inside, so I just have to make sure we don't collide. He's making a lovely drift session into the corner. Unfortunately, I hit the back of his car, so that cost me momentum up this crucial hill. It's really important that you keep the speed up, because this car doesn't have that much power, if any, to work with. But it's once again getting congested. This is a bit of a déjà vu. Let's see if I can get through the corner. Yes, just by taking it nice and easy, we managed to sneak up on the inside and briefly up into P12. Let's see if we can get through this corner. I've got the French driver sneaking around me on the outside. A nice move, to be fair. We've got a fair few cars running a bit wide on the exit of that corner. And the Italian driver, from the start of the race, he was serving a penalty. He probably got that from the first lap, I think. This was definitely not the way to take the corner. You can see my speed dropped below 90 kilometers per hour, and that's way too slow. So I lost momentum once again. Trying to learn to do this combo, to be fair. And once again, coming towards the hairpin. What can we do this time? Focusing on getting a nice wide entry to the corner. Yeah, but there's a bit of contact there. I don't think it was deliberate, and we just carry on. We are jumping ahead to the following lap. Once again, got that feeling we've been here before, and this time I get a bump from behind, so that just shoots me through the corner. A nice speed boost by accident there, so that got me briefly up to P10. Can we make it through the corner? I think we could, but once again we've got some drivers gaining on me. I'm getting squeezed a little bit, but all is good. And we try to get up the hill. This time I should have just filtered in behind the French driver, because I picked up a track limit penalty. I could easily have avoided that one. And as we go through the corner, the Italian driver makes a bit of a push to pass. A bit too ambitious for my taste, but I make my mistakes as well, so not in a position to call anyone out. I have served my penalty, so I'm dropping way back now. And as we go through the corner, slight bit of contact with the Finnish driver, and he runs wide on the corner, unfortunately for him. And we try to make our way up the hill with all the 103 brake horsepowers of this machinery. A bit further on this lap, as I looked ahead, I could see something was happening. I couldn't really see what it was, but when I got closer, we had one Italian driver who had lost all his momentum, another Italian driver who had been off the track. I was just thinking that this was an opportunity for me to gain a few positions after some unlucky laps on my behalf. So I'm just tucking in behind P12 here, trying to line up a nice entry for the hairpin, but then suddenly the full takeout sent from behind. I'm lucky to get a boost from behind, so I get basically shot out of this whole situation. And let's have a look again what happened. The Italian driver in P12, he hits the other Italian, so he gets pushed wide, then he overshoots the corner himself, and maybe the other Italian driver just had enough at this point. I don't know, but he decided to just make a full takeout on his fellow Italian. Now I was a bit on my own, and I was trying to catch up with the leaders. I'm far behind, but as you see on the final lap, I was gaining on them. So if I could just start a bit further up the grid, there would be a race on our hands. So I just have to work on my qualifying session for the next one. But before we go into round 2, let's do a bit of practicing by ourselves. And let's have a look at my best lap so far in the practice session. So I'm just trying my best to straight line this as much as possible, braking a bit before the curb starts, making sure to get the weight shifted so I could get early on the power through the corner. Once again, just squeeze all you can out of this old car, and turning in really early, not as early as the Ghost. I'm not taking the full abuse of that corner, but I am running over the bollards, I admit that, but you have to do it to get a fast time on this one. And then we are approaching this tricky corner. I actually was scared I was running wide, but it gave me a wide entry and I managed to keep the car above 100 kilometers an hour. Now getting as close to the wall as possible to make the shortest way towards the finish line, and I crossed the line in a 1:480. And we are jumping straight to the actual qualifying session for the race. I was getting a bit stuck, I could already see it, behind the driver in front of me. So either I should try to back off, but I had cars behind me, or I should just start over. So I decided to restart and do some more laps. And as I finished my first lap, I was in P7, and I got another lap in, still P7, and I just managed to get across the line so I could get a final lap done, and that secured me a 4th place on the starting grid. So this is round 2. Let's see what we can do. And you can see P3 was accidentally jumping the false start, so immediately I am up to P3. That was a freebie for me, and let's just see if I can keep up with the fast guys ahead of me. We've got Red Angus in the lead, and I know Red Angus from various YouTube stream chats. I just can't remember who it is at the moment, so if you are watching this stream, you are welcome to type it in the comments It's me, you fool. But anyway, running over the bullets, a bit ambitious and not even the fastest line at the moment. And this is the driver I'm basically having most of my race with. P1 and P2 was running away a bit, and I'm just trying to keep up. But as we get a bit further into the race in a minute, you'll see that P4 is gaining on me again. He did start ahead of me on the grid, so he is probably a bit faster than me anyway. So as we jump ahead, you can see he's right behind me now, and yeah, I think he might have hit the rear of my car a little bit and makes a pass. I didn't notice it in the race, but all is good. We did have a very fun race, me and the Italian driver in front of me, so no complaints from me. Once again, just trying to straight line it here, and on lap 5 I almost went into the back of him, but I managed to avoid it. But in the following corner he gets a bit too greedy on the inside and also runs very wide on the exit, so he picks up a 1 second penalty which he has to serve on the following lap. And as we jump to the following lap, he pulls over to the side, all is good, and I get past. And now it's up to me to keep up the speed, not mess up too much. Let's see if I can keep the speed through this corner, just trying to make the car sort of coast in and rotate nice and easy. I didn't get exactly the speed I wanted, but yeah, okay so far. But this time on lap 10 I completely missed the apex. I braked a bit too late, and now he's right on my back. And as we approach the upcoming right-hander, I didn't really expect him to make a move, because it's not really a place for a move like that. But despite me going for the tight line, he went for the even tighter line. There was a bit of contact. I don't think it was on purpose, but he lost a lot of momentum. And at the end of the race, just to make sure if he was in a good mood still, yeah, he signaled back to me, all is good. We had a fun race there. And this was my GT World Series debut. It was good fun, almost like a bit longer race A. And that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.